Welcome, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. Well, we're still kind of recovering from our battle with Iravedi, but I want to try to push ahead with some kingdom management stuff, and then depending on where we end up with that, maybe head out and go to some of the unvisited locations on our map. We've got some things that have popped up kind of as we've been traveling around. Some places we haven't visited, so we might go do that. I'd also like to maybe go back to Pitax and see if there's anything new happening there. I know we need to go there eventually for sure with Octavia, so we may do that. We'll see. We've got some things here. In the name of art, King Iravedi somehow managed to turn his bandit kingdom into a flourishing center for the arts. You can do even better and turn Pitax into the true cultural heart of your lands and of all the surrounding kingdoms. In fact, each longhouse in the kingdom provides +1 culture, each town hall in the kingdom provides +2 culture, each city hall in the kingdom provides +3 culture. The storyteller could do that if he were not busy. He's got a couple weeks there. We're only about 2 months away from the next Bald Hilltop event, so that's going to be coming up. We may not have a lot here just because everybody's busy. We can rank up military again. That would get it up to 10. That would be cool. So maybe we should just do that. Let's see, we're at the 28th. We're just... Oh, she could actually go on there. 10%. Okay. Try it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. Rank up military. We'll have failed those 3 events that we didn't start. Alright, military is rank 10. I don't know if we get something special for that. Triumph with a contagious madness. Good, because I think that was only like a 30% chance for completion as well. Embeth travelers gladly accepted the invitation to visit the capital. Not only did they expel the Dark Fae, but they also had a fine time fishing on their way back home. They cleared the local rivers of some Fuoths who had been sinking small merchant ships. Good. Finished that project. And finished that project. Got a new opportunity here. Finest assassins in the world of magic. A greedy Nexian gnome mage is offering the sale of advanced military magic technology. Given that Nex is always preparing for another military encounter with Geb, it's bound to be useful and deadly. Alright. I wish all of our advisors were at the same point Ragongar is, with that +25 there. Do we want to use him on that? Let's see what else we have here. The price of a soul. A dangerous devil has appeared in these lands. He makes deals with mortals, buying their souls and turning them into dangerous wretches without principles or honor. This otherworldly traitor must be tracked down. It's time to put an end to his misdeeds. Wow, still only 10% on these. Let's see. Oh, we may want to do this just to get our unrest up. Okay. We can afford it. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we could rank up Keston there. So instead of putting him on this, let's rank him up first, and then maybe we'll do that project afterwards. Okay, stability rank 7. Failure with that debate doesn't surprise me. Failure with the treasures of the ancients. And failure with ashes and dust. Finished that. Got us back up to stable. Finished that. That should help a little bit. Okay. So now she would be available for this. That would be good. All right. Warden wants to talk. Let's go back to the throne room. Keston's ever-grim visage is painted with concern. Ill news, Your Highness. The guard refuses to go out on patrols. The officers have declared that their people will not take up weapons until the conditions of their service are improved. Truth be told, it is rare for a kingdom to see their guard take part in so many battles, wars, raids, and monster hunts. Your Highness may instead pay for the services of mercenaries, but I think that our boys deserve some time off. They risk their lives every day and they need to spend more time with their families while they still can. Okay, he wants to give them time off, or we could choose to give them a raise. Or we can just tell them to buck up. Okay, our stability is going to take a hit with this, but let's give them some time off. A slight smile crosses Keston's lips. Thank you, Your Highness. I'll go and tell your people the good news. Does that mean we'll have another rank up for him then in here? Yeah, it does. I think, though, it'd be better to get espionage up a rank. Oh, we can sell another soul jar. Okay, let's go ahead and put her on that. We could do this. Buildings with stability bonus. Cheaper. Gonna have to buy some BP here. These two trade agreements, I think we're just going to ignore for the rest of the game. This would be good to do. We're gonna need to buy some BP, but no problem. We've got over 500,000 gold in the bank. Let's do that to get him ranked up or improve his skill as a warden. Guardians of the World Wound. The Mendev Crusaders are doing their best to hold the line, but their defenses are imperfect. Several demons from the World Wound slipped past the Crusaders, infiltrated the local lands, and immediately began to hunt our citizens. If this breach is not addressed, the demons will breed until they are prepared to strike Mendev in the back. Then hordes of demons will pour into this world and overwhelm the river kingdoms, and after that, perhaps all of Galarian. This cannot be allowed to happen. I agree. And so does Ragongar. And with our military as high as it is, he's got a 70% there. I think we'll leave it at that. Okay, the price of a soul. A dangerous devil has appeared in these lands. He makes the deals with mortals, buying their souls and turning them into dangerous wretches without principles or honor. This otherworldly trader must be tracked down. It's time to put an end to his misdeeds. I guess we'll use a crisis point there. And then we've got an opportunity here, Art of Persuasion. We'll put Storyteller on that. It's only 20%. And I think the rest of these we are busy because we're going to go ahead and rank up Espionage. The Charmed Prince. Scouts have just brought in a letter, a cry for help. The ruler of a nearby barony has been taken captive. His young wife, who turns out to be a dangerous witch, locked the young baron in a tower and seized control of his lands. He is imprisoned even now, but some of his subjects remain loyal and plan to free their ruler no matter the cost. The matter requires a delicate approach. An overt intervention would not do. Will the minister be able to manage this task? This is 0%. So the answer to that is probably not. I don't know if I want to spend 2 crisis points on that. Jeez. I guess we'll go with 1 and 4. We do have the thing. I don't know if it shows up here. This loyal spies. When she fails to resolve a situation, we get +1 to espionage. I guess there's some benefit there, no matter what. I was going to take a look at our map. Yeah, okay, well, we've got Pidax here, so we probably need to look at the city there and see if we need to build anything. And then I guess we need to do a little more exploring in... I don't know if 1,000 voices can be added to our barony or our kingdom. Tours of Lebanese. This one already has like a gold background, which makes me think maybe it's already owned. But Tours of Lebanese here, I don't know what the threshold is we need to meet in order to annex that region. Let's go ahead and do one of these region rank ups for Varnhold, bread and circuses. Any building in the town that provides a bonus to either community or loyalty also provides +1 to economy. We'll do that for a week. Okay, a success with that. This was a pretty low chance, I think. And success with the Guardians of the World wound. Knights from across the country answered the general's call and gathered in a glorious army. Dozens of banners flew over the troops as their devastating attack smashed the demonic hordes. Despite their attempts to retreat, every last demon was hunted down and killed. Finished the border guards project. We did have some slots to fill here in Pidax, so we put in the free Nethys Academy here, and then a bulletin board and stocks and a shrine over here, and then our teleportation circle so that we can teleport directly to Pidax, and a watchtower and windmill and a park up here. So now we're at 40 slots there for that city. We have a few opportunities here. We'll get started. This is only 10%. Rulers competition. I think we saw this one another time. And then the finest assassins in the world of magic. Regongar's on that. Actually, decent chance there. And the contract. Jod is on this. Which leaves us then to rank up relations here, which will take us into the next month. I'm expecting here shortly maybe a warning about Bald Hilltop. Okay, relations is rank 7. Triumph with that opportunity. Nice. Failure with the Charmed Prince. Success with the Art of Persuasion. Finished that project. Strengthened Keston's skills. Okay, then a couple new opportunities here. Colony. Didn't we just have that one? Regongar's on that. And the waters are fields. The Brevin great houses of Lebeda and Lodovka are fighting over river trade. It isn't a full-blown war, only a disagreement, but the ships of the two houses are regularly sinking one another. Supporting one side may result in relations with a rich trade partner. Bartholomew is on that one. And we can now strengthen Bartholomew's diplomatic skills. Let's start that up. And we can rank up stability again. which we may just go ahead and do. I think it's worth getting these advisor rank ups ASAP. So let's go. Rank 8 for stability. Disaster with that opportunity. It would have been better just to not do it, probably. It was like 5% chance. Okay. Warden needs to talk. And we've got not really anyone good for this problem. Okay, let's go see what Keston wants to talk about. The capital is in danger, Your Highness. A night patrol on the outskirts caught a Kelid barbarian trying to poison a well. He was fatally wounded during the arrest, but before he breathed his last, he threatened that their shamans were going to poison all our food and water, and even the air we breathe. We don't know what shamans he spoke of or when they might strike. We don't even know if we can trust the words of the dying barbarian. We're in a rough spot, but I brought a couple of allies who could help. Keston nods in the direction of his companions. The big one is Roham Orend, Justiciar of Abadar and Captain of the Golden Shields. She guarantees that if her people go on patrol with our guards, they'll pounce on the troublemakers as soon as they enter the city. And that's Wigmold Smeglydudden. He says he'll install a magic surveillance and prevention system that will allow us to locate and neutralize those barbarians before they can even get close to the city walls. Well, let's see what Wigmold has to say about his magical surveillance system. The aged gnome bows long and deep as the many bracelets on his wrists chime softly. The expensive cloth and elegant cut of his robe would be the envy of any metropolitan dandy, though few would dare leave the house draped in such bold colors. Wigmold Smeglydudden, the finest magical surveillance system specialist, from Druma to Brevoy, at your service. What exactly is it that you do? My enterprise offers a full range of services in security assurance. If you install one of my magical surveillance complexes, you will always know who enters or leaves the contractually determined zone of control, as well as when they enter and leave, and even, for a price, why. In Druma, my systems were in high demand for both law enforcement, who needed to keep the town hall and prison under constant surveillance, and countless private clients. I've experience working with banks, jewelry stores, art galleries. How does your surveillance system work? Your Highness' interest flatters me, but I'm afraid that I would be ruining myself if I were to surrender the details. It's a trade secret, you see. I can only say that it is my own design, which has allowed me to radically increase the zone of control compared to my competitors' products. While many of the usual charms can capably detect a breach and send out the alarm within 1 or 2 buildings, my system is capable of covering several districts, and a whole city if necessary. Tell me about the lands that you hail from. Your Highness wishes to learn of Druma? The gnome smirks. 'Tis a land most striking, for its people worship not the gods, but trade and prosperity. Nearly all the people of Druma follow the prophecies of Calistrade, a philosophy that preaches severe abstinence and professes that the acquisition of wealth is the purpose of life. They respect law and order, but never choose sides in the universal battle between good and evil. They follow a strict diet and refuse themselves basic comforts, even though they could afford to drown themselves in luxuries. They maintain ritual purity, only draping themselves in white colors and wearing elbow-length gloves to avoid any physical contact with infidels. It is considered a virtue to never give to charity, and those who acquire wealth despite their superiors' efforts are rewarded. So why'd you leave? Life in Druma is most remarkable, but it grows dull quite quickly. The constant struggle for power and gold is wearisome. I felt a lack of spontaneity, of unpredictability, of strong feelings and grand gestures. In other words, all those things that are so abundant in your lands. For a second, the gnome loses himself as he gazes dreamily into the distance. I wish to speak with Roham, the leader of the Justiciars. The woman before you holds herself erect, and there is confidence in her stance. Her polished armor shines even in the dimly lit throne room. Greetings, Your Highness. I represent the Golden Shield, a society of Abadar's faithful, which offers law enforcement services to anyone that may require them. Tell me about your society. We are more than mere mercenaries. We are a brotherhood of warriors devoted to upholding the law and fighting the ruinous powers of chaos. Each of us has sworn a solemn oath to follow the ideals of Abadar and stay true to the best interests of society. These are more than words. By the powers bestowed upon me by our divine benefactor, they have become a sacred pact, guided by the higher spheres. Should one of us breach his contractual obligations to an employer or commit any deed that breaks the law, in letter or in spirit, then the heavens themselves will smite him down. He will be cursed, and all the members of his society will immediately sense it, wherever they may be and whatever they may be doing. Our oath demands that we track down their former comrade and bring him to justice. How did you become a justiciar of Abadar? I grew up in Molthun. My town entered a contract with the local temple of Abadar. The taxes on the priest's extensive property were waived, and in exchange they raised the city's orphans. I happened to be one such child. My advisor referred to you as the Golden Shields, yet you say Golden Shield. Which one is it? The captain smiles at you. It is Shield, but it's a mistake so common that we have long stopped correcting anyone. We even had to purchase the Golden Shields, which supposedly gave us our name. Without them, some of our clients refused to believe that we were who we claimed to be. In truth, our name was chosen for a different reason. Gold is the color of our patron, Abadar, the god of laws, cities, and prosperity, and the shield symbolizes our purpose, to protect civilization and order from chaos and anarchy. That will be all. Okay. I think we're going to go with the Golden Shield. The barbarians are coming for us anyway, so let our guard benefit from the extra numbers. Let the Golden Shields take up their duties immediately. As you wish, Your Highness. I'll make sure Roham and her team are briefed. The captain's face lights up with a barely visible smile. Thank you, Your Highness. We will justify your trust in us. Wigmold lowers his heavy gaze in a farewell bow. Even his bracelets seem to clink more sadly. Okay, yeah, we're getting close to just a month away from Bald Hilltop, so let's see what else we've got here in Kingdom Management. This might actually just push us towards that event. Looks like one more rank up here, again for stability. Our military and stability are in pretty good shape. Everything else needs some work. Rank 9. The ancient curse is upon us. Okay, 2 weeks. Failure with the waters, our fields. Sold the soul jar. That's been a consistent source of income for us. Even though I felt bad about doing that to the people of Varnhold. Okay, the warden wants to talk again. So it's, let's see. Oh, we can strengthen Keston as a warden again here. Let's just stick Valerie on that. Your Highness, as soon as the Golden Shield stepped onto the streets, your domain became even more safe. Truth be told, I've come to think that I underestimated them, though I already had much respect for their experience and skills from the outset. The shamans who swore they'd poisoned the capital's food and water were captured one by one. Unfortunately, a few of them managed to make good on their threats, but Roham's people found and destroyed the poisoned grain before anyone could be hurt. I also wanted to take this opportunity to congratulate you, Your Highness. I've served many rulers and none was able to achieve such order in his domain, especially under such harsh conditions. I shall remember with pride my service to you in these trying times. I will carry these memories fondly to my grave. Well, we're happy to have you with us too, Keston. I'm glad things worked out. So we can actually get stability up to rank 10 here as well. If we do that, that's going to put us like Bald Hilltop's going to be calling then. We picked up this Kingdom Protection project to reduce the chance of random encounter in claimed regions by 60%, and together with Kingdom Defense, completely eliminates random encounters in claimed regions. I can't remember if we have the Kingdom Defense project. I feel like maybe we did. I don't see it up there, so maybe not. We need Keston though for that, and we're going to go ahead and do this last rank up for stability. I'm guessing we're going to get a pop-up here about Bald Hilltop. Rank 10. Disaster with another opportunity. Strengthened to Bartholomew. Got this same problem again, Guardians of the World Wound. Ragongar was really good on that, so we might... Ooh, 7 days. I don't know if that's going to line up. There's 31 days, aren't there, in the 10th month, so maybe we could just catch that. Fey Backdoors. It came from under the ground. I guess we better go ahead with some of these. The people of the capital are greatly alarmed. From underneath the pavement, pickaxes, crumbling rocks, and terrifying voices can be heard. Everything points to the denizens of the Darklands. They must be digging an enormous tunnel to conquer the surface world, and it seems they intend to begin in the heart of the Stolen Lands. Okay, we'll put Canera on that. Ice Cold Wrath. It's quite unknown how a kingdom so far away from Irisen could have angered a winter witch, but for some reason the furious woman has conjured an enormous snowstorm and sent it towards the Stolen Lands. Bartholomew's on that. It's only 1 and 4. Guess we could use another crisis point. Treasures of the Ancients. A gang of tomb robbers is digging up old burial sites and selling the loot abroad. Every day, mighty artifacts, ancient relics, and priceless scrolls are being taken from the lands of the king. This cannot continue. Keston's on that nicely at 85% there. Really helps to have those stats ranked up. Changelings. Someone's stealing children. I think we've had this one, maybe. I guess I'm going to leave that at 20%. Okay, then the Fey Backdoors. Octavia is on there. A mage from the College of Dimensional Studies in Katapesh has discovered a series of dimensional breaches through which the mischievous Fey can pass into our domain. Alas, they permit only one-sided travel from the first world to our dimension. The local people are already suffering from these otherworldly invasions, but fortunately, the mage is prepared to begin sealing the breaches. Okay, seal the breaches of those back doors. Octavia, you're on that. And we don't have anyone for either of those yet. We'll try to get Ragongar on this. But to remember before the month ends. And actually, I guess since we didn't get the Bald Hilltop warning yet, we could do a 7-day rank up of something. This one might actually be okay. Each longhouse in the kingdom provides +1 culture. Each town hall in the kingdom +2 culture, and each city hall +3 culture. If we do that, that'll put us at day 30. We can start up that other project, and I'm sure we'll be getting a Bald Hilltop warning by then. Hunting the Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt continues to terrorize the kingdom, tracking down and killing peasants, merchants, and even guards. So is this like the start of the next chapter? Triumph with that opportunity. Okay, the curator wants to talk. The kingdom's villages are being decimated by the Wild Hunt. Frightened citizens speak in hushed voices about bands of Fey hiding in the greenish fog, announcing their arrival with the sounds of a bugle. It's almost impossible to fight these hunters who never miss and leave no tracks, unless one somehow comes to an understanding with the commanders of the hunt and their monarch. 5%, I feel like it's just a one-day thing. I feel like this is one of those that we just need to do. I'm not going to spend like a buttload of crisis points for no reason. I think we're just going to start that up. Is this actually the Bald Hilltop quest? I think we had maybe a journal update that I might have missed. Let's head out here and look at things. Storyteller is here. Greetings, Your Highness. Something curious happened yesterday. During my evening promenade, I met a young man. His name is Larzio Messis, a young composer from Absalom. He told me that he left his hometown in the search of inspiration. He's astonished by the story of your ascension to the throne, Your Highness. So impressed, in fact, that he's determined to compose an opera about it. He's asked for permission to live and work in the palace so he might draw your character from real life. Nevertheless, I think we should say no. Art must be free. Living here will make him feel obligated to us. Seeing you every day, he'll lose the dispassionate distance that every artist needs to see his subject clearly. He will hardly understand the virtue of your decision now, but this freedom will do him much good. A flower grown in a greenhouse will wither and perish at the first sign of cold. A weed on the roadside will stand firm through drought and the storm, whatever trial it faces. Well, if it's what you want, we mustn't interfere with the creative process. Not even if the composer begs us to. Larzio won't live in my castle. Thank you for your trust, Your Highness. In due time, we'll see the positive effects that freedom may have on the artist and his creations. So this still says 12 days. So maybe we had that one other project we need to put Ragongar on, I believe. This one. And then we can skip one day here and see what happens. The Bald Hilltop has got to be just right around the corner. And then we've got this thing. So let's see what happens here. Wait. We can rank up culture again. Good. Okay, one day. Ancient Curse Part 6. So this was that. Okay, the kingdom managed to persevere and enjoys peace once again. We didn't have to do much for that, but I'll take it. So this is still saying it's coming. Jod's got one more day there. We can rank up storyteller culture again. Maybe we just go ahead and do that. Culture rank 5. Disaster, that problem. Triumph with treasures of the ancients. Strengthened Keston. Storyteller wants to talk again. And we've got balance again. I think we've seen that one. Keston is on that. Okay, let's go to the throne room, and then surely we need to go to Bald Hilltop. I can't believe that we're not getting alerts about that. Your Highness, I was informed that various political newspapers and leaflets have become very popular amongst your subjects. Many criticize the authorities, and some publish gossip and rumors that might be unpleasant to you personally. However, the very appearance of these things, and their popularity among the people, are signs of the great success we've managed to achieve in education. I don't think we should act. If we try to stop the spread of such newspapers, we'll only be adding fuel to the fire. Leave everything as it is. We'll let them have their discussion and allow their readers to make up their own minds. My experience shows that only a free society is capable of criticizing and eliminating absurd ideas more effectively than 1,000 censors ever could. What is there to explain? Execute them. We'll go along with him. We won't intervene. The words of a wise and confident ruler. Okay. I don't know if we should go take a look at Bald Hilltop or just continue on here. We can let's drop him in here to strengthen his skills as a curator. Start up this opportunity and this opportunity. They're both low. We can do this Fish Farm Village region upgrade for Silver Step. I'm gonna start this up. This is gonna, I think it's gonna have to tick over to the Bald Hilltop event. Here we go. Okay. Success with this. Failure with the Ice Cold Wrath. That's too bad. I think that was a pretty high percentage on that one. Triumph again with the Guardians of the World wound. Failure with that one. Disaster with the Fey backdoors. Uh-oh. Kingdom has gained substantial reputation. We have a visitor in the castle. We have a hungry vassal. We can put him on that. And a contract. We'll put Jathel on that. Okay, let's go to the throne room. Storyteller and Lindsay. Your Highness, after sustained fighting, the Wild Hunt has finally retreated. We were successfully able to protect the kingdom, but the price we paid was dear. Still, our victory gives me hope. This all sort of happened in the background, like I feel like I didn't really know what was going on. Another attack awaits, though I doubt it will come soon. I have a feeling that Nyrissa won't hold back this time. It will be the most terrible blow yet. I only hope we can survive it. The way I see it, we've had enough of being afraid of her. If Nyrissa wants to attack us herself, then let her come. But she won't, will she? She's going to hide from us, tucked away in the First World until the bitter end. I suggest we deal with her army here and then move immediately to counterattack, before she musters the strength for another invasion. Are you sure this attack will be the last? When you deal with the Fae, you can't be sure of anything. My guess, however, is based more in fact than speculation. Never before has there been a portal to the First World that is so stable. We've also cornered Nyrissa like never before. I'll bet she's absolutely beside herself. Can we use the portal on the Bald Hilltop to get to the First World? I suppose so. The portal used to snap shut after every attack, but by now it should be a reliable passage to the First World. It probably leads directly to Nyrissa's lair, wherever that may be. Do you think Nyrissa will appear personally to command the attack? I bet she won't. It isn't her style. She likes just watching from a distance while she plans her next insidious trick. But I think she's just plain afraid of us. In any case, first we will have to repel the attack. The storyteller nods gravely. This will be a difficult battle. We should not underestimate the enemy, especially one as cunning as Nyrissa. And Balkan is here. Potion of Heroism. Greater. Thank you very much. Turval from Varnhold, looks like. Turval greets you with a half bow. Your Highness, please accept this new gift. Best of Mirrors. I think didn't she give us one of those already? That's not all, Your Highness. The Varnhold militia is proud to report that the region has been freed from bandits, and order has been restored. We hit them so hard they flew all the way to Mendev. The people know it's all thanks to you. If you hadn't helped us to gather the militia, the damn crooks would still be robbing and butchering us. We owe you a lot, and I would like to make something special for you. Not long ago, I shot something down in the forest. I'm not even sure how to describe it. It was like a dragon, only smaller. I've never seen a beast so fierce. Its hide is a thing of beauty. And that's what I'll use for your gift. It will make the best leather armor you've ever seen, let alone owned. Just say the word and I'll start working on it. Yeah, get to work. I shall work like never before. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Okay. Discuss the Bald Hilltop attack. Get ready for anything. So maybe we didn't have to go to Bald Hilltop this time for part 6, apparently. Or our advisors took care of it. We missed it? Huh. I was doing a rank up when it happened, so I don't know. So now we have 262 days. Interesting. We never got like the warning to go there that we usually get. But it says we repelled the attack, so maybe we just sent our army there and we didn't have to go personally. I don't know. Okay. Well, that was a lot of kingdom management. If you stuck with me through that, I really appreciate it. Next time we'll get out on the road because I really want to visit some of the areas that I know we haven't been to. And we also have that puzzle with the monoliths out west. I want to figure that out. So we'll get some of that stuff done hopefully next time. And then we also need to go back to the Tenebris Depths. I know we have a ways to go down there as well. So still lots to do while we prepare for Nyrissa. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it and hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.